Oh, is that my friends? Is that my friends? Good morning. Oh. Good morning, everybody. It feels so good to be home. It feels so good to be home. How are we doing today, my friends? I gotta get the chat. Good morning, everyone. Dude, how we doing? How goes it, baby? We done did it. Mama, we made it. Mama, we made it. I'm a YouTuber. Day one. Project 365. Dude, I was anxious in bed last night. Not because of the stream. I was like, wait, I'm actually really good at streaming. I'm great at it. I am super excited for that aspect of this. The only part that I'm nervous about is it's the commitment, baby. A year. We doing this thing. It's really going to be a true commitment and a testament to the longevity and the passion. Man, a year is a long time, and we're ready, bro. We're ready. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful to have every single one of you. And let's get into it. We got 30 minutes before market open. No need to rush today. No need to rush. No rush. I appreciate having every single one of you. Guys, it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve with YouTube, all right? Because we're trying. One of the big reasons I loved Kick when I was on Kick was just because of my ability to play whatever music I wanted. YouTube, I don't have that ability, but there is a lot of music I can play. We're just going to have a little bit of a learning curve because I'm going to test the boundaries of that. And I'm going to figure out, all right, what works, what gets me blocked. I got to do that not today, but over the next few weeks. One day, if we get blocked off because of a copyright thing, don't be shocked. But that's not gonna happen today. Don't worry. I know the songs that are banned. Purple Rain is fucked. A couple of the Fred Again songs are fucked. Good news, Mac Miller, not fucked. For whatever reason, whoever decided to do Mac Miller in his streaming rights and whatnot, he's not screwed. So we can listen to a little bit of Mac Miller. Guys, I am just so excited to be here. Seriously, thank you so much. Again, I'm also going to learn a lot of new stuff. I'm so sorry. I realistically should have been a little bit more prepared than I am, in the sense of, like, I should already have a bot in the chat, you know, posting our links and being active, and I should know the smooth way to run giveaways. Dude, this was a buzzer beater performance. I'm not going to lie. Someone suggested we start on 420. Would have been a bit of a smoother ride, I assure you. But I was done waiting, bro. I'm done waiting. I'm like, we need to get into it. I want to get live. I want to start this project. I'm super excited to have you all. So thank you so much for being here. And dude, let's dive into the charts. I'm not even going to put up a banner today. I'm not even going to put up any sort of advertisement or nothing. This is just me trading, us chilling. The only thing that I'm waiting for is Tradeovate is supposed to process my withdrawal, and they haven't did that yet. Bam. Well, cheers, everybody. I'm super excited to have you. The levels are putting in a little bit of work today. Let's start off by examining the NQ. First thing we have to look at on the NQ is just to keep in mind, you know, yesterday's action, right? Yesterday's action is just one of those holy hell type of days, right? First of all, all right, well, let me see. Now I have a network to provide source. So I have no way to pin. Let me see if I can code RT at all your favorite prop firms. Thank you for the support. I wish I could pin this message. Pin. All right, boom. Now I'm locking him back on the charts. All right, my friends. Yeah, what a day yesterday. Holy hell. I don't know if any of you were able to kind of capture this the way that you wanted to, but if you were, throw a little W in the chat for me because, man, what a move off of that 162 levels. Just absolutely insane. A very clean trend day yesterday, which I'll be honest with you, I did not necessarily expect. I thought we would kind of stop after filling that gap. We did not stop. We pushed into and made a very large move throughout the rest of the day. And then overnight tonight, dude, guys, I'll be honest with you. I literally already thought that I came into today's session, I kind of wrote it off a little bit. I was like, we've moved up so much already. There's no way that we're just going to keep trending. I thought today would be all sideways, all heart, all fog, all heart, all fog, all sideways. I thought it would be all sideways. It's not. We're getting a little bit of clean action. So for right now, I'm open-minded to the longs. Here's part of the rationale as to why. You gotta, when markets do this shit, when markets start to go parabolic, it goes usually a lot longer than you think. Right? So I'm not saying we have to go up today. The chance that we have a range day, I still think is very high. But at some point, markets have this like uncontrollable rip. And it usually goes a lot further than you think. So in situations like this, I don't like to limit myself and be like, oh, the market's only going to go this far. It's only going to go this far. We can only do so much before everything changes. I don't know, dude. Like the market, dude, we can, I mean, guys, we will probably hit all-time highs within a few weeks. I saw Mr. Risk Life News give shouts to Risk Life. I'll give shouts to him. I saw him make a comment. There's never been a better advertisement for buy the dip. Some of you will remember me talking about this. Maybe this isn't the best thing to bring up on my YouTube live stream, my very first one. But hey, you guys, for whatever reason, fuck with me for me. So let me just be honest and be very straight up and be very transparent. I remember like 4 weeks ago exactly, I get a text. You know, guys, every now and then, I partake. I smoke a joint. You know, I eat a mushroom. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I've never been claimed to be perfect, dog. Every now and then I partake. And about 4 weeks ago, a friend of mine who's way too into those activities and, you know, distributive roles texted me and he goes, I think I want to short the market. Right here, as the market is dying, he's like, I'm going to short it. I'm going to buy a bunch of puts. And I was like, dog, what? And he's like, I want to swing short on tech. Guys, when you get texts from people in your life who are not market related people and they say, dude, I kind of want to short, that's usually the sign of the bottom. All right. That's usually the sign of the bottom. And since then, there has literally never been a better advertisement for buy the dip. This is crazy. This was like 4 months of sideways, barely moved down, and then boom. I also just feel bad, straight up. I feel bad for all the bears out there. Dude, it must suck to be bearish on the US stock market. I'm just going to be blunt. It must be real. It must just suck, dude. Like, it must absolutely suck to be a permanent bear, someone who's just like very bearish, has no, like the people, guys, if you are constantly wondering like, oh my gosh, there's so much wrong with the world, why isn't the market going down? It's because we don't know shit about fuck. We really don't know. If the market's going up, that means that rich people still believe that their best chance at making more money is leaving it in the stock market. As long as that's the case, the stock market will always go up. Always. I could not imagine what it is like to be someone who's permanently bearish and just wants the market to go down. That would suck. All right, sorry. I got sidetracked for a second there. Let's get back to business, dog. Let's get back to business. Let's get back to business. We got trades to plan. I mean, I'm not very enthused, guys. I'm not very enthused because I just think the market needs a bit of chill time. I like targeting this high for any sort of long that would be taken, but I'm not eager in running. I'm not eager in running. I'm not eager in running to chase into a long immediately at the high. It's just not what I'm. We've moved up, God, since last night's low. Dude, from last night's low, we are up. I mean, what is that? 700 points from effectively 36 hours ago. We're up 700 points. I'm not sprinting to go long the NQ. That's all I'm saying. GC, from my first sight at it, I think I'm a bit more interested. Yeah, GC feels a little bit less extended, but truthfully, I don't know if that's like a great sign because I kind of want something that's super strong. Like I wish that the market would be, I wish that GC was showing a bit more strength. That being said, it still looks great. I'm very intrigued by the GC today. A little bit more than the NQ. But I'm trying my best. We are up so much. We have to be chill. I do like this target in the YM as well. 558s. Oh, man, at first glance, it just, as much as I was expecting a range day, it feels like the market's going to try to move higher. We'll see if that shakes out or not, but man, I'm mixed. ES looks like a nightmare for the last hour, but this looks like the action that wants to go spike that high. I mean, that's a 15-minute chart that looks like it wants to go higher to me. I think we got to let this at least try. We shall see. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to Project 345. I'm so excited to have 345. Welcome to Project 365. I'm so excited to have every single one of you on here. Stay tuned on this channel throughout the rest of the day. There will be a variety of more streams. Power Hour this afternoon, we will be live. I will be with my great co-host, Christian Lomelli Trades. Will be here in the afternoon. And then I will be on with Ron G tonight from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. I will not be on with Alan at 1 a.m. I'm going to let him rock that by himself. But we're super excited. This will be great. And then starting tomorrow, we have the full 5-a-day schedule. It's really, really, really exciting. Gold is looking like the one for me. Gold is looking like the one for me. I think that targeting these overnight highs after some sort of pullback would be really nice. We already got a bunch of tests of 47.90. I don't think we need another level test, but I'd like to get some sort of pullback to buy. I didn't want to take a pre-market entry on my very first trade of this project. Good morning, my friends. I hope you all are having a great, great day. I'm trying to see what the best outcome here is. Yeah, man, I favor gold into these highs. So that's what I'm going to be looking for on an entry in gold. The NQ and ES, I don't really want to long, but as long as it keeps acting like this, I don't know what else I'm going to do. This is bullish behavior. It's very bullish behavior. We just continue to bull flag and 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 bull flag. Not much else to do. The RTY looks fucking strong. Oh, whew. She would six up. In terms of individual names, I did some scanning today, and there was some that look good to me, but also everything I would love, just like I would have loved a slightly different open. For example, Meta here is gapping up to 642.18s. I would have preferred Meta to open somewhere within this consolidation. I would have liked to capture this move up from 634 to 642, but we weren't able to do that, which is unfortunate. Yeah, ES still looks great. Some of the other individual names, Coin, I don't see a huge opportunity in. Tesla, I don't see anything in. NVIDIA, I honestly, a little bit, just to the upper end of the range, but you wonder how much room does that have, and it just doesn't feel like a lot. I don't mind something like PANW with a small gap up and a big green inside bar there, but we shall see. Again, I won't lie to you. I scanned throughout the day earlier. I did a little prep work before getting here, one might say, a little preparation, one might say, and the conclusion that I came to was that individual names don't super stand out to me today, at least any of the ones that I've scanned through. Interesting. AVGO is down. Why is it down? Everything else is up. Everything else is up, 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 up. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to the stream. I'm super grateful to have every single one of you. This is going to be a very fun project. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I am just going to be myself, and I would love to have you along this journey with me, with my team. I think it's going to be so much fun. I've spent the morning looking through at the variety of levels that are offered to us and the variety of different trade setups, and still at the moment my favorite one is in gold. I'm gonna need to see some sort of spike down for entry. I don't know exactly what that's gonna look like, but that's still gonna be the favorite one for me. Oh man, I wish, dude, that was, I mean, a pretty good 1, 2, 3, a pretty good fun the level. It's just I wasn't interested in a pre-market trade. The trade wasn't my favorite one. Excuse me. Something's going on with my Instagram. I'm getting 10 million notifications at once. Who burned the world down? Good morning, my friends. I hope you are doing so well. I love you all. I am not checking the chat a ton today just because it's stressful. Every single person has their own perception of how I should be doing things, when in reality, I love the way I do things. I'm really good at what I do. So I'm not going to be checking the chat consistently today because truthfully, I just want to be me and do me, and that is the best that I can do. Um, yeah, so I love you all very much. I'm excited for this trading day. We've got about 10 minutes till the market opens today. Gold is still my number one thing that I am watching, although the indices look great as well. But it just doesn't matter. The biggest question we've been asking throughout the entire pre-market here in the entire beginning morning of this stream on the indices is this too extended compared to how much we've moved up? Because we have to just zoom out a little bit, my friends. This is crazy. All right. Since last night, or basically last night, we're up a goddamn bajillion points. Okay. So if you're feeling FOMO from the long, zoom out. First of all, your FOMO should have started like 6 years ago. Okay. If you're feeling FOMO from the long, there's zero reason to be feeling it now. You should have started feeling it yesterday. So I'm trying to mitigate that and not have very much FOMO and remind myself that, dude, this is not my type of setup. Okay, look at something like a longer time frame, a 4-hour chart. Is this my type of setup? Look at this parabolic move up and then us being up here. Is this where I typically want a long? I'm not saying we're not going to move higher. I'm a big advocate that the markets move a lot farther than most traders think they can do, right? I'm a giant advocate of that. I firmly believe that most moves in the market significantly outpace what traders think they can do. That's why when we're at all-time highs, we just rocket, and people really struggle with it, with trading it. When in reality, most of the time, we just keep going up. It's the same motto here. That being said, this is not my type of setup. I look at this 4-hour chart, which I don't even use that time frame very often. I look at this 4-hour chart. That's not my type of setup. We need some sideways here. All right. GC feels a lot more reasonable. All right. I'm looking overall at these highs up here as a very reasonable target. I don't know if we'll get there today, but in general, that target feels reasonable. So that's going to be my top watch of the day. Part of the thing that we did every day on Kick is we listened to a song, Best Day Ever by Mac Miller, right before market opened. Now, the difference with YouTube is that there is some fear of a copyright block because of that. I have done extensive research. Every other I haven't seen that Mac Miller song on my previously played, but every other Mac Miller song I've ever seen has no issues, no impact. That being said, I don't think we can risk it on day one in the morning. I don't think we can risk it. Not on day one in the morning. I'm going to try it on today's afternoon stream, try it on today's night stream and see, hey, does this mess with us? Does it mess with us? All righty, my friends. Good morning, guys. I am super excited. We are here. Good morning. Let's see what we can get today. Gold is looking like the top ones. Okay. Guys, I promise you, I'm not checking the chat much. Again, that is not because I don't want to answer your questions, not because I don't love you. It's because day one of anything new, everyone has their opinions, and I love you guys. Right now, I'm just focused on doing me. but I did just peep over at it, and I saw one comment that said something that said, "So glad to see that you're looking at gold in addition to the other indices." And I'm like, dude, you might have just found your new home, because trust me, if there's one thing we're gonna do, it's gonna be trade a lot of motherfucking gold. All right, it's gonna be trade a lot of motherfucking gold. I'm thinking that this right here, if we can just get some sort of pullback to that former area, just this little knock knock. I'm just trying to envision what would it look like if we get a pullback that could then go attack these levels. At this point, I'm a little bit worried that we're just going to power right through it. That's something like that. I don't know how exactly it's going to shape itself out. Let's see. On the indices, good morning, my friends. Welcome to Project 365 and the stream. This is day one. So if you're wondering if we're going to be able to improve on anything throughout the course of the 365 days, my guess would be 1,000%. We're going to get a lot better at this. We're going to figure out more details. We're going to work through any things that we need to work through. But right now, what we are doing is getting ready for the market open 2.5 minutes. I can't chase the indices up here. I would need, in order to go long on the indices, I would have to now treat this like a range day. The only way I go long on a range day is long the bottom end of the range. So if we spike down here and test yesterday's high, then I'm open to some sort of long like that. Other than that, I'm not really interested, because I've zoomed out the chart and this just isn't my type of long when we've rocketed straight up for a bajillion points. So the indices in general, I'm kind of giving some patience today, / potentially staying away. All right, please excuse me for a second, because I submitted a withdrawal yesterday, and I don't know, that still hasn't been processed, which is a little bit annoying, because usually I don't like to trade before my withdrawal has been processed, but because then they might deny the withdrawal because you're in a trade. Even trade evade, what the heliante. Anyways, all right, my friends, 1 minute till the open. 1 minute. Let's see what we can get today. I would love to see something in gold. I would love to see an early morning pullback, and I am in no rush. No rush. Trying to keep it chill. Gold levels looking great. All right, my friends. We are open in 10. Oh my God, day one. I can't believe. Here we are. Day one, Project 365. The market is officially open. Good morning, my friends. Let's see what we can get today. Again, bear with me on the music. I'm not going to be sticking to copyright-free lo-fi beats for my entire life, but this is day one. I want to avoid any copyright strikes if I can. Just on day one. All right, let's get a multi-chart grid up here. The market is open. Good morning, my friends. Wow. Day one. We are live. Let's get it. All right, so the indices is actually seeing an early morning push here. Trying to see if there's anything reasonable to do, but so far the ES is actually pushing and attacking the highs. So let's see, is it able to hold? I have my suspicions, but that's just what they are, my suspicions. I'd like to see the GC pull back and continue to pull back. I don't want to run it straight in. If it turns and pivots here, we'll see. But I am in no rush. YM is showing us a little bit of a sign here from the indices and selling off rather aggressive to start the day. Oh, dude, the gold is the one that I'm interested in. Gold is the one that I'm interested in. NQ looks good too. This gold candle might be putting in something close enough to what we wanted to try. I really would prefer one more spike down in gold, but this is valid. This is a valid attempt to try and find an entry into those highs. It's just early in the day. We're not even a minute in the day yet, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient. Good morning, my friends. Welcome, 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 welcome. Very excited to have you here. I am watching gold so far to start this in the morning. This is looking like it may want to hold. I'm watching to see. I almost pressed buy like 4 times there. Let's see. No rush. Take a deep breath. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to the stream. Guys, I love you. I'm aware YouTube has a lag. Complaining about it in the chat will not do anything. I know that's shocking, but typing something complaining does not change the thing. It's not 30 seconds either. I've timed it myself. Take a deep breath. None of my trades happen in 10 seconds anyways. I hold my trades for hours plus. Take a deep breath. And once again, a reminder, simply typing something in a YouTube chat will not fix it. I know, guys. I know. I really honestly thought that I could solve all my problems by typing them in a YouTube chat, but turns out life is a little bit more complicated than that, and I'm sorry for that. Gold is rallying here. A perfect move so far into these levels. I did not take the entry, just didn't want to take my first entry within the first 2 minutes of the day. But still watching here, still open-minded to taking anything on gold. I'm just trying to exhibit and exercise a little bit of patience. Let's see what we can get. I think I'm just gonna start banning people too. I love you guys, but I'm gonna be a lot more ruthless on YouTube than I ever was because I am putting a lot of time and energy into this, and if the people that are rude and make me not want to do it, I just don't want you around. The NASDAQ is pushing into the highs here. Strong move from both it, the ES. I'm curious if this holds up or if we start to see some pullbacks. No entries for me. A little bit early in the day in terms of what I was hoping to happen. I'm not huge on taking entries in the first like 2 minutes. I sometimes prefer just to let a little bit more settling then go. But we'll see. We'll see. Right now we have the GC testing our 2 levels that we were watching them for. I have some FOMO, guys, because I was ready to press buy right here. I even pulled up the thing. I was truly about to press buy, and that I just hesitate on it because it was 3 minutes into the day, you know. But the truth is, the risk reward just into the levels was appealing. Into the overnight highs was very appealing. So miss for me on this little gold long entry, but I think there's a lot more action to happen in the day. We're far from over. We're far from over. See what we can get. No rush. Sometimes it's easy to feel like we've missed everything, right? And then I looked at the clock, bro. It's 9:37 in the motherfucking morning, okay? We're 7 minutes into today. We haven't missed anything. NASDAQ has a lot of room though, man. A lot of room. God, life would have been a lot easier if I just went long right there. That would have been what a first way to start the stream. I would have done sold and been done already. I hope that some of you out there have caught the long. I did not. No trick. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids, not for Jake. So no monies for me so far, and gold is now exploding. Well, I hope that some of you out there are dude. I hope that I'm living vicariously through some of you who are long gold right now. Many bits of FOMO for me. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to the stream to Project 365. I am super glad to have all of you. As a reminder, complaining in the YouTube chat will do nothing except make me want to kick you out of the YouTube chat. I appreciate every single one of you tuning in. We shall see what sets up in the market today, but so far, it's feeling like a very quick spike that was hard to participate in. And so far, I've had no participation. It's just been parabolic. I'd love to see a little bit of consolidation, but now I don't really want to buy it into these spikes. All right, I'm taking a deep breath. I have FOMO, guys. Not gonna lie to you, my FOMO is lessening because that is a pretty big spike. What is happening? What is, whoa. Gold with the exact rejection of the levels. The levels are turning out to be dumbly accurate, it looks like. This is either a pullback to buy or the start of a reversal. I can't decide. I will try the gold entry just because I had so much FOMO about that one that if this is going to be a buyable pullback, I'd rather be in it. I hate this already. I'm going to lose $1,000, but Yeah, come get me out. Come take my $1,000. I deserve to lose for that one. I just FOMO'd into it. I was like, wow, we pulled back exactly to the levels. But I'll end up taking a loss on this most likely. And that's not the way I wanted to start this off, but I shall contain myself. Come get me, come get me, come get me, come get me. I know. I did wrong. I FOMO'd. I know. Let me pay for my mistake. First trade of 665. Good news is, I imagine many of you have been here since the kick days. You guys have been seeing me stream for months now. Okay. First trade of this event. Out. Over. Done. Thank God, guys. The little antsiness that I was feeling, it's gone. Let's fucking get it. Let's see. That was very FOMO-induced. Let's be more patient and wait for something. Oh, dude. It feels good. I'm not going to lie, guys. It feels good to get that out of the system. YouTube people are... Wait, dude, Kick was the squadron. YouTube is so much more accessible, but I'm going to have to deal with people who are just not familiar with me. Oh, man, it feels really good to get that out. That's the happiest $1,000 I've ever lost, truthfully. Okay. I'm open to trying this again, but waiting for the actual trigger and entry. Because I didn't wait for a trigger or nothing, bro. I just rushed. I FOMO'd into it. I am glad. I needed to get this out of my system. NQ holding on pullbacks. Let us see. Yes, holy shit, bro. Man. Wow. I'm not surprised, but I'm a little surprised just because I would have expected more range behavior on it, man. All right, the 2-minute has triggered. I have to take the 2-minute trigger at the level. I have to. Win, lose, or draw. This is who I am. I got to take the trade. This is just like initial one. But really, if this works out, I'll be looking for like 88s. It's a very large move. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to the stream. So far, I have tried one. I FOMO'd into a gold. This one is not a FOMO, though. This is an actual entry. I feel very okay taking it. It might fail, and I might lose about $2,000, but that is the risk that I am willing to take. I'd prefer not to trigger a 2-minute sell there. I'd prefer to 1, 2, 3 to the upside. Gonna pull up a different time frame here on the left so we can be watching multiple time frames. Really want gold to get up above that 48.17 and stay there. All right, I mean, dude, I've got some risk on. If we reject this 48.17 level, that's when I think I would ultimately end up taking the loss, right? The bet that I am making is that we are going to hold above that 48.17 level and then eventually go get this wick up here. I don't love stop loss placement because I feel like we could swipe that low before rallying back, but look, man, if I made a pre-market plan, which I did, and you guys can go back and watch, and it was involved this level in a gold long entry, I have to take this. I have to take it. Win, lose, or draw. And you guys know me. I'm good at losing. If I lose, it's not the end of the world. It would be annoying to lose on my first day of 365, considering how hot we've been lately on streams, but I can't control that, dude. All I can control is my risk and my management. So first target in here is up at these overnight, or excuse me, this previous high a day. Second target, truthfully, is at, like, if gold gets going, it'd be like previous highs, which on this chart are all the way up here at 80s. Yeah, 80s. Guys, thank you so much for for attending the stream. As time goes on, remember, this is day one. Have some fun with it, my friends. We're gonna be here for a motherfucking year. I don't expect to be perfect day one. I expect to have a little bit more fun with the music once I learn the copyrights. I expect to have a little bit more fun. I expect things to be moving a little bit more smoothly. I have high expectations, all right? Don't look for today to be the absolute perfect let's just enjoy ourselves, all right? We're gonna be on stream together 6 days a week for a freaking year. Let's just have some fun. You know what I mean? Let's just have some fun. It's gonna be a really good time. I'm really excited, and I'm very grateful for every single one of you showing up. And I really want to make money on gold, truthfully. I really like this risk. All right, this is good. We want to see the 2-minute close above that level. Any closures above that level? Make us feel way better. Good morning, my friends. Again, don't worry. Music isn't gone. We're not doing anything. It's just it's just day one. We're learning. Come on, GC. We'd love to start this project off with a banger, GC. I would love to do that. So far, you're not doing that with me, and that's cool, but it would be a lot cooler if you did. This level on GC is being a bit of a beezy. That is not what we wanted to see. Let's see how it holds up. I want a fourth contract, to be totally honest with you guys. I want one more contract on this trade. I just don't know if I want all that risk. Let's see. Guys, I've never done nothing in my life and not gotten better at it over time. That's all I'll say in regards to everything, you know? I've never done nothing in my life and not substantially improved at it over time. I believe that you guys are probably the same way. It's just part of my life, though. A little bit of these boring times. So funny how we call it boring, and it's like in my head, right, what I'm currently doing is kind of boring. If you were to show this to anybody who's not a trader and they were to watch like the dollars I'm fluctuating up and down and then hear me say the words, yeah, it's not that boring. Or excuse me, yeah, it's boring. I'd be like, bruh. Guys, I'm also apologize if you have questions for me that I'm not reading in the chat. It's not, I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I'm also just in a trade where I'm trying to make like $5 grand. So I'm a little locked in right now. It's not personal, I promise you. I am dialed because I would like to make like $5,000 if this all goes smoothly. $5,000 would be a great way to start. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. 7 would be even better. This is not the 2-minute bar that's conducive with that. I said I wanted a fourth, buying a fourth. If I lose, I lose. If he dies, he dies. But I said I wanted a fourth, so I'm going to buy the fourth. If I lose, I will lose less than $4,000 on this entry. I know that because math. But $4,000 would be the most that I would want to lose on this position because that would leave me around -5 on the day. I like this action though. I think that we're holding the level. I'm aware of my risk. If this fails, I lose 5 racks and I'm done. Come on, GC. The continuous holds of 48.15 have me feeling good, but I just want to see some upward progress here. Let's see what else has happened in the market. So far, the NQ has gotten a little push up, but then not made a ton of progress from there. Still showing some strength on the day, though. GC starting to get a little weak. Not what we want to see. Not what we want to see. Not the 2-minute close we wanted to see there. Yeah, that 5-minute close doesn't make me feel great either. I feel like I might end up eating a stop on this GC. It is what it is. If I get stopped, it is what it is. Some of you might be new to watching me trade, but for those of you who are not, this me getting stopped out is not uncommon, nor is it the end of the world. Just the war that we have to this level. It's a war of attrition right now. Are sellers going to win or are buyers going to win? I'm aware of the war. I wish I had more to say, guys, but we're stuck in a little consolidative period that I believe will break out in our favor. So we kind of just have to sit here and wait for that. This is probably one of the hardest parts about being a trader, is just maintaining your trading plan and your composition as trades are taking place. One of the biggest pieces of advice that I could give in situations like this is that the only thing that we can do, right, is control our risk. And what that really looks like is, am I actually comfortable losing the amount that is set up in my stop loss right now? I really am. Oh. Thank you, Ron, for texting me that I went mute. My bad, guys. I just hit my microphone. Thank you, Ron. My bad, guys. I just tapped the mic. My bad. My bad. My bad. Guys, I get better at shit. I promise you. I get better at shit. That being said, it looks like I've still got it. You know what I mean? So far, we are sitting at just over 1.4 R. I really would love to see like a 3. Dude, I'd love a good winner here, man. Guys, I'm so sorry. I get better at things, okay? I get better at things. I'm not perfect day one. I don't expect to be. All right, my friends, this trade is looking very nice so far. I'm wondering if we should try to hold this and really capture like a big move off of it. See how the indices are looking? Wow, I just got 2 texts from people that says you can't fix stupid in the comments. So there's somebody who clearly doesn't like me very much. Dude, no worries. Ron G now has band permissions. Ronj, pop off, brother. I'm so sorry that you got to watch me make 5 racks live and in person. Well, I haven't made 5 racks yet. Apparently, I've made no money. God damn it, gold. Let's see how this holds up. This is not an ideal situation. But it's just pulling back to 1, 2, 3. Gold's a volatile asset. We got to remember that. Okay, this is not an ideal candle close on the 5-minute because I just don't want to put in a bar that feels like we can reverse it. That was nice profit to have, but I wanted the highs, and I have no shame of holding this thing back down, but it's just further than I'd like. I'm gonna keep my finger on the flatten button just in case I need to. It's frustrating though, because it's like, as long as we hold those levels, I feel like this chart has a good chance. The problem is those levels are our entry. So if they come back and touch our levels, I'll have watched, you know, $4,000 disappear. To be fair, guys, it really wasn't a crazy R multiple, but I guess we were at 2. I thought for whatever reason I was risking more on this trade. My math was a little bit off, but not what you want to see. Not what you want to see. 5-minute failing to go higher is very much not ideal. Because with this much consolidation and holding of the level, we shouldn't have had issues going higher. If this level was going to be the thing that pushed us up, we shouldn't have had issues going higher there. So now I'm very much close to exiting. The part that makes this hard is we literally just could be retesting this level, in which in that case, I don't want to be out of this trade. I want to continue to be in this trade. I would even want more of this trade. But in order for me to find out if we're holding this level or not, I have to risk the money I'm up. It's unfortunate. It sucks. I'm not happy about it, but this is who I am, and I ain't changing for nobody. Yeah, the 1 hour mark. Yeah, we just I don't see a world in which I close this earlier. This is how I hold winning trades. So yeah, I don't see a world in which how I close this earlier. Everything I've done so far in this trade seemed to be pretty standardized with how I do it in general. Are the levels just so accurate that we needed to pull back to 17 one more time? Or was I just so silly that I held through a pullback down to 17 one more time? Good morning, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in to Project 365. This is day 1 of 365, where we will be on air for 6 days a week. I have some incredible co-hosts that are going to be working with me on today's streams. I'm going to be with them, introducing you all to them and showing you and breaking down sort of how we met, their trading styles, everything. So the next stream besides this morning one will be will be this afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern from 2 to 4 at Power Hour with Christian Lomelli. Lomelli Trades. Very excited. And then tonight from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern with Mr. Ron G Trades, who is in the chat right now. Ron, we love you, brother. Ron has been crushing the nighttime streams. Come on, GC. Turns out we did just need to pull back into 48.17s, it looks like. I'm holding this because I think there's a real chance that we go very high. My risk is actually much less than I thought. My math was bad on that. Not only is the GC rallying, the NQ is also rallying and holding that strength. Guys, the market feels like it's in parabolic mode. And when the market's in parabolic mode, you don't ask how high, you just jump. So far, good morning, my friends. We are 40 minutes into day 1 of Project 365. I'm very grateful to have you all on the stream. Okay, hold on. I don't want to watch this pull back that much more. So please hold on. I was going to give a Jake Burgundy-like announcement, but I think I need to stare at this chart. Nah, we're live. Good morning, my friends. Thank you so much for being a part of Project 365. Day 1. This is going to be a very fun year. 6 days a week. We will be live on YouTube. I have 4 other incredible hosts that I'm extremely excited to be working with. I think you guys are going to know and love them all. Not passing the baton off, though. I will be here extremely present and involved every single morning, especially during the New York hours. That is where I thrive the most. Currently, at the moment, on day one, I have taken 2 trades. One in gold, where I lost about $1,000 because it was just a FOMO entry, to be fair. And a second one in gold now, where I'm up about 1R, but I want a big winner. And that might be a mistake because gold is kind of showing that it doesn't want to break out, which is very frustrating. But I want a large winner in gold, and I am going to try and capture that winner. We're going to see. In the other indices, we are seeing huge rallies. The NASDAQ is pushing and being at highs. The ES is trending. It is well above its former high of day here, having taken out some upper levels. The YM as well is offering a bit of a trending move today. The RTY as well. So really, the NQ is the laggard. The NQ of all the indices is lagging the most, yet is still offering a very upside trend. So the market is in parabolic mode. We are simply agents trying to capture a little bit of that upside. The trade that we are in and focusing on right now is in gold. It is a very frustrating trade because all I want is the breakout, which gold is struggling to get. But this chart is damn good looking. It was a lot better looking about 4 minutes ago. This is not an easy hold for me, but I'm just trying to be myself. Hope you guys can understand. Trading on the internet is a little difficult sometimes, mainly because people want you to not be yourself, and you just gotta. Not that again, that's not their fault. That people, it's a natural instinct to want to what somebody you're watching to do the things you're doing. I trade a very specific way, and I'm not really open to changing that. I like to hold for big winners. I like to catch my big moves. I don't mind going back to break even. I don't mind being up in a trade then losing. I can't change those things. Just for the stream, I gotta be myself. I'm not adding more risk here. I'm leaving it be. Again, guys, this is a little bit more of a formal feel to the stream than previously. And again, that's not my intention, nor is it my intention to stay that way. I'm in a fucking trade right now, so locked in because I'm trying to win and make money on our first YouTube streaming day. Infuriating action in gold right now, though. Just infuriating, bro. Another test of the level here at 48.17. Underneath this, it's not a great sign. The level has continued to hold throughout the day, but this has been one of the more frustrating trades I've taken on stream in a couple weeks, to be honest. I say that now. As soon as I'm up 10K later, I'm not going to be all that stressed about it. Oh, brother. This has all the makings of a chart that wants to run. And if I have to lose the $4,000 I was up earlier in order to see that through, I'm willing to do it. This just has the makings of a chart that is down to run. Yeah, man, we'll see. Win, lose, or draw. If you're wondering why I've held through these pullbacks, this is my first target, but I am really aiming for 80s. I legitimately think we can make a massive move up there today. And that's what I'm making my bet on. All right, starting to see a little bit more positive reaction. Dude, I can't handle another tease, guys. This has got to break out. I can't handle another fake-a-rooney. I'll have an aneurysm. You guys don't want me to have an aneurysm, right? Even my haters, you don't want me to have an aneurysm, right? Come on, guys. I don't want you to have an aneurysm. I want the best for you. Even my haters, don't wish an aneurysm on me, bro. Just break out, gold. Just break out. Just break out. Just break out. Just break out. Oh my God. I guess the haters do want me to have an aneurysm. That's rude, guys. That's rude. We should be aneurysm free as a group here, okay? Do you not agree? We can't simply want the best for each other? All right, so my 1R mark is right here, which is probably about $2,700. Bro. Pretty please, pretty please, pretty please, pretty please, pretty please. Guys, I'm the worst influencer of all time. I haven't had a single banner up this entire time. This project gets funded through partnerships and sponsorships, and I have been a terrible partner. I don't have a single banner up, dude. I haven't posted a link. I haven't even said use code RT. Guys, if you don't mind, be open to using code RT when you trade. That helps us keep the lights on here at the Rake Trades Network. I'm just so fucking focused on this trade making me $10,000 that like I do not care about anything else. I want $10,000. Oh my God, gold, stop it. Stop it. Oh, infuriating, bro. I'm not holding this just to hold it for like shits and gigs and no reasons either way, guys. Just as a heads up, I know there might be some of you new who are watching me that are just kind of like maybe thrown off by how much the fluctuations in my P&L have been. When I take a trade, I accept the risk and I like to ride it to targets, because what puts me on tilt, what causes me to have bad trading days, is when moves that I expected to happen happen and I'm not a part of them, right? So like that's what would really cause, if you're asking me, hey Jake, what would put you on tilt and cause you to do something that would be really regretful or you'd have a bad day, right? Which is all I'm trying to avoid if I want to be successful at trading, right? What would put me on tilt is if I exit right now thinking that there's a good chance the chart goes parabolic. I exit right now anyways, and then the chart goes parabolic. That would put me on tilt. This $4,000 going to zero or me losing $2,000 instead, that won't put me on that big of a tilt. Truly. Like that won't hit me the way that it would hit me if I exited. It's just, you got to know thyself. Know thyself, know thyself, know thyself. What puts me on tilt, what gives me the biggest frustrations in trading is when I exit early. So I have designed my trading system around the idea that I don't exit early, I hold my winners. And this chart is telling me that it can trend higher. It is telling me it can trend higher. I just have to let it do so. Good morning to the chat, into the gang. I am so excited. Oh my goodness. Dude, I am so bad at this, Brett. I just saw your message in the chat. I don't have a banner up. I don't have a link thing going. Dog. All I'm worried about is my gold trade, bro. To be totally honest with you guys, that's all I care about right now is I want $10,000 from gold. It should basically be right here. If we can get there, I can make my 10 racks. Infuriating, though. Has to be one of the more infuriating trades I've taken in a while. Two-minute buy. I mean, it's infuriating, the pullbacks, but the structure is gorgeous. You know what I mean? Like I said, guys, I would not be here holding this out if unless there was a really good reason to. My housekeeper is also here cooking right now, and oh my god, it smells so good. She's making me a little chicken a criollo. Ooh. All right, good morning, guys. Thank you so much for being on the stream. I'm going to fully rely on my moderator, Mr. Ron G here. Ron G, could you run a little giveaway and select 3 users? I'll text you as well. Is this that would be the first step. Guys, if as soon as I'm out of this trade, I will do that myself too. But I am pretty focused right now because I'm trying to make $10,000. I'm sorry that I haven't been as interactive as I usually am. I am trying to make $10,000. Guys, I really, I don't know about you all, but I could use this money. Guys, when I say when I say that we have so many accounts to give away, I mean it. We have so many accounts to give away. Here's what I learned though. I did this 1,000 account giveaway, which we ended up stopping at like 600, 700 something. I did that account giveaway. I spent so much money, and then we gave away so many accounts so fast that one, I didn't see any return out of that investment, and which wasn't really the goal, but it was a side quest, I guess would be the phrasing. Two, we were giving away like 60 at a time. It lost all feeling of it. People became so numb to giveaways that people were being really rude when claiming their giveaway stuff because everyone just expected to win. Okay. So I promise you, I have so many accounts to give away and they are not sponsored giveaways. I literally send fucking wires or I exchange current checks that I'm owed and I buy these accounts myself. So bear with me I literally have like over 250 to give away. That being said, we're going to do it slowly this time because I learned last time that by doing it all that fast, people were rude. We didn't get anything out of it. We're going to give a couple away a day, a couple away. During these first few weeks, I'd expect every stream, whether it's myself or one of the co-hosts, one of the other hosts, I should say, we'll be doing giveaways. Just I set a very bad expectation when I did that because I started slinging 60 giveaway accounts at once. There's a reason nobody in history, including prop firms themselves, do that because it makes no money sense. It's a burning of money, and that's what I was doing. So I apologize if you're like, Jake, what the fuck? You're giving away way less accounts than you used to. Dude, I'm not. We're just going at a little bit of a slower pace than I used to because what I used to do was reckless and not sustainable, and people were not even like all that happy about it. They ended up being rude and stuff. So we're going at a slower pace. All right, we're going at a slower pace. I got a missed call from someone. Fucking Apple. Apple just called me. Apple. What the fuck do you want? The NASDAQ has offered a clean move today, man. Yo, shout out to the NASDAQ. Hey, any traders out there? My guys, how are we doing? Anybody long the NQ making some money right now? Anybody long the NQ or the ES? Anybody long either the NQ or ES? I know I'm long on gold, but I'm curious, has anybody captured some of those moves in the NQ or ES? Hell yeah, guys. Great work, man. Yeah, guys, and I'm really grateful for you in terms of being patient with us as we figure out the way the optimization of this new project is the way I'll phrase it. Look, guys, we're gonna get better. All right, we're gonna get better. I promise that. We're gonna figure out little details. Here's what I'll say. I started this project because I want to give back for all of you. I also want to grow. I hope that I'm being very transparent about that. I want to grow myself, my personal brand, everything. I want to make more money. I live in Puerto Rico now. My tax liabilities are way lower. I also want to grow, right? Part of the reason we've moved from Kick to YouTube, just so you guys can have some reference here, is that no one has Kick. Any of you guys that were on the Kick stream for myself, I'm very grateful for that. But since being on YouTube for about 90 minutes, we have seen about 7 times the viewers that ever showed up on a Kick stream. So I love Kick. Truthfully, I would have preferred to stay there because I like the platform better. I can play music. The delay is less. The delay on Kick is less. I think I can fix this delay a little bit the next time we stream. But the truth is the delay on Kick is just less. It always has been. It always will be. I preferred it. We have had 7 times the overall number of total viewers come view this versus Kick. If I am trying to grow, if I'm trying to put my team in a position to grow, YouTube is the right answer. We will get better at it. Be patient. Have you ever known rake trades to not get better over motherfucking time? I'm fine wine, bitch. I'm fine wine, dog. I age like fine wine. All right? If you think that we're not going to get better over time, you're betting against me. Bro, that's crazy, dog. You want to bet against rake trades? Bro, good luck. Day one, light work, baby. All right, I am starting to get in the mode of I just want to exit this because I don't want to. Now I'm factoring in dynamic R. Not that I wasn't before, but now I think this chart has made a move. I'm watching for an exit. But guys, I have to make some Instagram videos about this. I got to be better about being an influencer because now, before it didn't matter. Like if I was an influencer, it doesn't fucking matter. But now I've got people, and we need to grow this network because I've got people. You know what I mean? Like it's not just me. We've got a team that I want to grow as well. And we're not done, guys. I know some of you out there are like, I wish I was in that role on the team. I get that. I had to start with a certain level of slimness to this so that I didn't blow my nut, pardon my French, and do something I couldn't afford. This is not profitable yet, but I can afford it. And I can afford to try it. But that does not mean that we're done, bro. I want to be 24/7 one day. And if you think I'm going to hire people that aren't students, you're crazy. All right, please excuse me while I make an Instagram video. Project 365 day one, and I'd say we're doing pretty good. I enjoy 10 racks on stream. We're not quite there yet, but we're close. Guys, do me a favor. I have never asked for W's in the chat in my life. You don't have to say W. Will you just throw me like a yeah or something? Woo, yeah, A, gang. I mean, I think we're doing pretty good, you know? Like, I think we're doing pretty good. Oh, and we're happy campers over here. Oh, I love you guys. All right, sorry. I have to do that. In order for me to grow, I have to make social media videos. I have to do all this stuff. I love you guys. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I've never asked for W's in the chat in my life, and I promise you I will not be doing that going forward. But that we could use it, you know. Dude, it's day one, baby. It's day one. You know, it's day one. All right, I might sell for 9,000. This is a lot of straight green that I feel like could offer a pullback. Even pulling back wouldn't change the chart. All right, nah, fuck that. $10 racks, 10 racks, 10 racks, 10 racks. 10 racks. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my God. Nah, you guys are going to see that in like 20 seconds. Again, promise. Kick delay was 5 seconds. YouTube, I think I can get it down a little bit more, but no matter what, with the best software, it's going to be a little bit less. That's crazy. We stopped half an inch before 10 racks. I'm not going to be an asshole about this. I'm going to exit my position soon if this doesn't turn around. That was hilarious. That was really hilarious. For those of asking, I know I haven't seen it pop up in the chat. Again, I'm just not actively watching it because I'm really trying to manage this trade well. I guarantee somebody has asked why I haven't moved my stop loss up. I have mentally. I'm staring at this chart. For a while, I had the flatten button right there. I know it hit 10. I had my limit at the wrong place. This is now being stupid. We're now being stupid, right? Objectively, we're being stupid. Right? That was like an eval when you have a certain number that you need to pass the eval, but you don't set the sell limit in time. That just happened to me IRL. That just happened to me in real life. Don't worry, guys. I'm stalking it. Unless we get a shove down that I don't necessarily expect, I'll still be all right. Do it, gold. Damn, bro. Just giving this a second. I still think this is gonna pivot and hit a new high on the day, but that's a tough bar. Okay, never mind. Let's see how this bar reacts. Oh my gosh. What a bar. Holy shit. Sitting at about the 2.5 arm mark. This is where I don't like to let trades trail underneath. Well, that was not my best moment. But I'm watching to see if it's a full bail or if it's just a pullback. If you're wondering why I'm not more emotional about that, guys, a lot crazier shit has happened to me over the years. It still looks great. It's just, I think it's just going to be one of those things. I got myself into another 45 minutes of this. Guys, I love you. As soon as I decided not to exit up there, I made a math decision. It's not, this is, you guys are not watching me tilt to do something really stupid right now. This is just, unfortunately, I kind of made a decision to, it really happened up here at like 34s. You're not watching me tilt or nothing, though. Don't worry. And yes, obviously, I wish I had sold at the highs. I'm not writing that off. Not saying what I'm doing is right. Somebody did say, somebody said if he stops smoking joints, they're not going to watch the streams anymore. So it sounds like I got to light a joint pretty soon, guys. I'm sorry, a cigarette for YouTube. YouTube? It's just a stogie. Okay. All right, if this fails, this is where I already should have been out of this, but again, we made, decisions were made. Decisions were made. Yeah, that 15-minute chart that closes in a minute and a half does not look good. If it closes with a low, more of a bottom tail, it's fine. But if it closes at the lows, it's really tough. Not setting up to be a great close. Guys, shout out Protein Shop. I'm not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but I love the Protein Shop. New York City, Clinton Street, Lower East Side. Go check out the Protein Shop. Help them stay alive. They've got dope-ass hats, too. This 15-minute close is a big deal. The next 30 seconds are a big deal. And that's pretty much the worst those 30 seconds could have gone, which is this 15-minute bar closing weak. If it had a lower tail, it could have just 1, 2, 3 closing weak like that. It's gonna shove lower at least. Oh man, just poor decision making from me on that. See how this holds up. Jake, how could you do that? How could you do that? Bro, I'm not happy about it. You ain't ever fucked up in your life? You ain't ever done some shit you wouldn't want to do? We're holding the trend, bro. We're holding the trend. That's what's the craziest part about this whole thing. It would take a large move for this decision to be quote unquote worth it. I don't think it's going to make that move, but yeah, I mean, you'd have to go because then you got to do the math of how much you gave back on the drawdown, and you have to make at least that. So, in order for this, in theory, to be worth it for me having held back, I got to make a lot more. I'm not going to be trying to do that. I'm thinking that I'm going to exit this one. Man, tough one. Tough. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Project 365. We are so excited. We will continue to improve as the project goes on, but we're just really hyped to start, man. I just wanted to get this thing started. You guys have no idea how long the planning process has been. Scheduling is such a headache. So to have, the team and the schedule lined up, I'm just super excited. I've received such positive feedback from you all too. The comments I'm getting in my DMs and just overall commentary is so positive. So thank you so much for that. Still in this gold trade. Yes, very questionable decision to still be in it. I'm not trying to justify to you that I am, but I am, and here we are. This would be fun to make a YouTube video about. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have time because I'll be on 3 different streams today. If you are free today for Power Hour, 2 to 4 p.m., please join us again on this channel. Or if you are free tonight for the Asia session from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern, please come on this channel. You'll get to meet our other hosts. I'll get to do a little introduction with them. I'm so excited. Ron G is our nighttime Asia stream host. He has been doing that inside our Discord for our community for months now, and he's so good at it. So I'm really excited to let him be a peacock and let him fly, bro. Jake, you were up so much money. How does it feel now that it's a lot less? Bro, it sucks, obviously. What? I'm dying on the inside over here, guys. If this tries to go lower and does successfully from here, that'll be a characteristic change. Now the 2-minute will have shifted to a downtrend. So this is pretty make or break. All right, my friends, we are gearing up towards the end of our morning stream here. And what I'm going to do because of that is test out some music. If we get copyright at the end of the stream, it's okay because we're close to the end anyways. I want to figure out what is no issue music. All right. That's really what I want to figure out. So let me get a little bit of tunes going. All of these songs on this particular playlist I've put together, it's told me before that YouTube has no issues with them. So I think we should be able to stream them. But we're going to find out. Got to check the volume myself here.
I never take a day off, work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off. Rock like Aesop, like the weed and take off. So high, cannot see, Adolf. Now I got these rappers all breaking up a sweat. Cause every time I get up on the mic, I come correct. And I learned it from the best, always dressing something fresh. Looking for a little dime, big butt and nice chest. Yes, they heard I used to rock Guess, but now I'm rocking clothes that ain't in the stores yet. Travel back in time, I'm in a vortex, trying to make it work out, think I need more reps. Used to take a bus, now the board jets. Cause kids got me busting like a fucking hornet. They say I got next, tell them that I got now. It's all Disney, boy, my family proud. Make them say L, make them say O. The hoes that tell me yes, the same ones that tell you no. Whoa, I ain't just an average Joe, way above the average flow. Boy, my life is most dope. No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. Soon to be happy, on me laughing like a child. I never thought life would be this sweet. It got me cheesing from cheek to cheek, ay, ay. And I ain't gonna wait for nothing, cause that just ain't my style. Life couldn't get better. This gon' be the best day.
Certainly a solid 2-minute chart here. Solid 15-minute chart here as well. I really don't mind the way this is all structured out. You got me cheesing from cheek to cheek, ay, ay. And I'm gonna wait for nothing, cause that's just ain't my style. Life couldn't get better. It'll be the best day ever. Guys, I'm so grateful for you all. Just seeing the chat now. I really haven't been checking the chat throughout the day because I've been pretty focused on this trade. And I'm aware that you guys are going to give me some flack for watching it go from 10 to 2. Like, I'm aware, bro. I'm aware. Trust me. But I just want to say thank you so much to every single one of you who is here, who's chatting, who's participating. Ramon, I just see what you're saying. Thank you so much, bro. Guys, just seriously, every single one of you, seriously, I'm just so grateful for you. I have the greatest community in the world. I feel like I've earned that because I work really hard at it, but it's not possible without you guys. So big ups to you, every single one of you. I love you and I'm grateful for you. And this is Project 365, my friends. For a year, I'm committed to putting out the best education out there because I want to see that my community grow. I want to grow. I want us to all be the best versions of ourselves, and I really think we can be. Oh, the first day of college song. It is better with a little vibes. Better with little vibes. Always. I'm not just going to hold this and be an idiot. And I'm not just going to hold this and be an idiot. I am now watching to see if I have to exit. I don't want to get stuck in a situation again where I'm holding a trade that I regret. Only thing I care about is where is my 1R mark? Right here. Because I would prefer not to let this get below 1R. But that's not my... Just that way I can cover my risk, you know? This is basically my life, guys. I constantly switch between time frames and check out different versions of the same chart. I like that 5-minute close. I'll prefer it less if we sweep, if we get a sell here. Still is an uptrend though. That's not the sell we wanted to see. We wanted to see this 15-minute candle trigger a buy. It still can do that, but now the 5 minutes kind of fighting a battle against it. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I wish that I had just like upped the risk a few different times today. I've had a really good read on gold. I've been watching all these pullbacks. Just sized in. And then if I lost, I lost. But that way I at least could have gotten some risk on the table that... Yeah. This one's the one that might fail, though. Guys, I'm going to do some work today and try and figure out. Don't worry, I think we can get the lag a little bit lower. It's larger today than I think it should be. Be able to get that down a little bit. Kick is just better, quite frankly, on latency, but we should be able to improve it on YouTube a bit. All right, I don't want this to fade more. This is not great, guys. Believe me, I'm not happy with my performance neither. I'm over it. Ah. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. No, it did not go red. I exited in profit overall on the day. Let me see what the exact number is. Yeah, dog. Obviously, I wish that went a different way. But it is what it is. Can't be perfect. And I have some regrets about obviously not closing it when I hit the dollar mark I wanted, but it is what it is. I can't take any more risk on this. It's just too... Can't do it. I still wish it was in this one, but I just can't let the trade go red overall. I can't let the day go red overall. More of an emotional thing than anything, but this should hold. I would be absolutely shocked if it doesn't. This is the first time I'm checking the chat all day. Like actually reading through every comment. Oh, motherfucking heart. Next stream is 2 p.m. EST. I'll be here for a second because I'm going to take a deep breath and calm down and not do anything stupid. Okay, hey, Elwin. This is my first time that I'm gonna get to talk shit to someone that is talking shit on the YouTube stream, respectfully. Hey, Elvin, let's go band for band, dog. Let's go bank account for bank account. Matter of fact, let's just go activity for activity, dog. Oh, my friends, good morning and welcome, welcome, welcome. Where's the lighter at? Got about 5 minutes left and I'll call it and we'll see you in the afternoon stream. I am super hyped about that. Guys, I love you all. I don't need to be reminded of my mistake. Guys, I just experienced it. You know what I mean? I lived through it, baby.
There was a little drawing of a heart next to that, followed by an exclamation mark. The back of his was covered in stuff like Brian.
All right, Elvin. We're gonna shake hands right now. We're gonna shake hands right now.
It was just silly crap, but it hit the spot. And he let himself be.
All good, baby. On to the next. I appreciate you. No, I mean it. I apologize for that interaction too. Treat it like a sports team that we just had a good battle. Shake hands. Good sports. Love you, bro. Wow. All right, so dude, I'm fighting demons to not put this trade back on. Fighting demons. All right, I gotta end the stream because otherwise I'm just gonna fucking take another trade, dude. Guys, I love you so much. Holy shit, that was such a fun first day. I will never forget the story. I will never forget the story of how I called out 10 racks. I called out 10 racks. I hit 10 racks. I didn't have my... That was like a prop firm account. That was literally like a prop firm account. When you get so close to hitting an eval, and then you don't. The DJ now is on. Guys, we will be back this afternoon. I will see you at 2 p.m. Eastern, okay? 2 p.m. Eastern. I will see you at 2 p.m. All right? And we will be back on